Hey guys, Shane Simmons, Real Appalachia with you on a bad day, unfortunately. As many of you may know, it's December 20th, 2024, and Virginia Intermont College in Bristol, Virginia burned down overnight, or at least a big majority of it. Last report I saw that 5 buildings were basically completely destroyed, which is just a tragedy, and people in the area know what a calamity this is. I mean, the school had roots dating back all the way to the 1800s. And these buildings have sat vacant and empty and in a bad state of decay for years and years and years now, since the school shut down. So a Chinese company had bought it at one point, and allegedly were going to make a business college there, and nothing ever materialized. And lo and behold, they quit paying taxes, and it's been a big source of friction in the area for several years now. And it just, Bristol, Virginia is just places we've been through it here. Mismanagement, incompetence, corruption, everything else in the last few years. I mean, hopefully they're trying to get it turned around now. Between the landfill, the disaster of the falls, oh my God, that's one misstep after another that have caused this city to be in a horrible state, and unfortunately this just adds to it. And I know the government's hands were tied in this case because they didn't have a whole lot of options with the taxes and all that kind of situation. But man, this really sucks for anybody that has the history. And I'm going to share a video here just a few years ago. Unfortunately, you can see the handwriting on the wall that this probably wasn't going to end well, one way or another. So I did this video, and I'll share it here before it burned. You can see the potential that was there and this history of the buildings and that kind of thing. And I feel like it's one of the reasons we do what we do here at Real Appalachia is because, every day some of these buildings and the history goes up in smoke, literally, unfortunately, sometimes. And, we want to show you what's been here. And hopefully in a lot of cases, people will come and swoop in and fix them. We've seen a lot of cases of that, but unfortunately, Virginia Intermont will not be a success story. And news is still coming in. It's just, like I said, it's early morning, so this thing is they're still fighting it and trying to assess what damage is out there. But I just wanted to come here, show you this video and let you see it. I'd had it posted several years ago and took it down, but today, on a day like this, bring back some nostalgia for people. You can kind of sort of see, the potential that was there. It was already vacant, but it wasn't. You could see that it could easily have been, this situation did not have to happen, and just a series of bad events happened to cause it to be in ruins now. So man, sad. I hate this. Anyway, here's the video. Okay guys, it's Shane Simmons, the Appalachian Project, and I'm coming at you from Bristol, Virginia, a place called Virginia Intermont College, or used to be. I'll take a little bit of a walk down through here and tell you a little bit about the history and what's going on with this college now. It's kind of a modern day ghost town, but I'll pan around here and let you see some of these empty buildings now. The original college was Southwest Virginia Institute, and it started in 1884 in a place called Glade Spring, which is about a half an hour drive from here. But it was wildly popular and soon outgrew its surroundings there and came down to Bristol. Started with one building here, and then they built on as time went by. It began as a women's college and did not become co-ed until 1972. You can see they're starting to have some problems with the building. Looks a little dated. That's what happened. It got in financial trouble back in the 2010s, early part of there. And they were going to do some mergers and sell and that type of thing. And a few people backed out because of the maintenance issues, some repairs that needed to be done. I think it was estimated to be about $20 million worth of deferred maintenance that was needed to be done to get it up to speed, much less the sales price, that type of thing. Spooked people off. It's very much beloved by the people who graduated from here and had some really good sports teams at one time. I know the men's basketball team was really good in the 1990s, and they had some really good baseball teams, and equestrian, and a lot of the women's teams were fantastic here in various sports. This is the library. As you can see right there, it's posted no trespassing, so I won't go any further. It's actually now owned by a Chinese business, And they're trying to, or maybe a businessman, they're trying to rebuild it as a business college, one piece at a time. They're not going to be using all the buildings and so forth right off the bat, but like I said, you can see this was a really nice facility at one time, but it's about on its to the point where something needs to be done, or it's really going to be in rough shape. You can see the old college sign still very much intact. It's the J.F. Hicks Library. Looks like it was built in 1941. So across the road there, you see the Ann Rowell Whirl Fine Arts Center. I'm sure I butchered those names, but this was the Humanities and Social Sciences building. And it's really eerie to be on a campus like this that at one time had several hundred, maybe even broke 1,000 students, maybe possibly at one point. To see now that there's just absolutely no life here is kind of depressing. Walk down here just a little bit more, see what else there is to see. It's not mistaken, the tennis courts and so forth are back this way. They're the Virginia Intermont Cobras, the sports team's name. I think I'll give you just a little bit of a shot of the backside here. These things always fascinate me. There's just something about such large buildings being vacant that really grabs your attention. As you can see, for a pretty small college, it was a good sized campus. So we'll walk back up the hill and call it a day, but it's very close to downtown Bristol where all the development's going on. You've got the Bristol Hotel, and they're really trying to revitalize the downtown area. As usual, guys, I appreciate you taking your time to watch one of my videos and get to learn a few of these things together. But if you attended Virginia Intermont or know somebody that did, let us know in the comments. I'd like to kind of know more about what campus life was like. Not unlike Emory and Henry College that I went to. Slightly smaller campus than when I attended Emory, but you definitely see some similarities. And that'll bring us to the end of another video. See you next time. Thanks for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, and any other way that you've been supporting us. It is very much appreciated. Until next time, this is Shane Simmons.